Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm here to talk about a little bit some college football news, probably hiring here and some more stuff from the transferring portal. And then I'm going to talk about, I'm going to rant a little bit about college basketball, about a player that was granted eligibility today, at least for now. But yeah, let's get into college football. Start off here. One thing from on 3. USC, they're expected to hire former TCU head coach Gary Patterson as its next defensive coordinator of CeeLo football. Brett McMurphy and Pete Nakos are reporting. Gary Patterson? Sounds familiar. I mean, we'll see how, if USC can finally improve its defense, because every year under Lincoln Riley, the offense has been good. Every year with Lincoln Riley, his offenses are good, but the defense sucks. We'll see how he does with Gary Patterson. So they're expecting to hire him. That's one thing there from on 3. Let's go to Hayes Fawcett. So, Miami true freshman running back Gerard Pringle Jr. is entering the transfer portal. He's ranked as the number 5 running back in the 2025 class, per on 3. So he's transferring. So he wants to go somewhere to get more playing time, obviously, with Mark Fletcher being the main running back. I think it's probably the best move for him. Mississippi State transfer offensive tackle Javen James has committed to Alabama. He's made 21 starts in his career. He'll have 2 years of eligibility left. And LSU, this is from the transferring portal account. Ole Miss transfer edge Prince Will Uman-Milan is signed with LSU. Pete Nakos reports an obvious flip. That was probably going to happen here. The number 3 player in the on 3 portal rankings totaled 9 sacks in 2025. LSU now holds commits from the number 1, number 3 player in the portal with one more top 5 player to watch. I mean, he's going to be a loss for Ole Miss, obviously. But everyone, LSU fans will be bragging. Oh, stuffed Pete Golding. Just saying, he left your team. Of course those players are going to follow him. Indiana, or yeah, this I think it's it from Hayes Fawcett here. So let's get to what we have from the transferring portal account before we get to talking about the big college basketball news today. We're going to talk about Gerard Pringle. Oklahoma State transfer tight end Will Monty has signed with Utah. Miami transfer quarterback Emory Williams has signed with East Carolina. So he's transferring from Miami to go to East Carolina. Well, hopefully he crushes there. He's finally going to get a chance after being, the backup for the last few years. So he's going to there. We got to talk about Javen James. Alex Golish and Auburn are hosting a touted offensive transfer portal prospect. Don't know who it is, and I'm not going behind the paywall, and I'm not looking at freaking Grok or whatever. Colorado transfer defensive lineman Samuel Okunlola has committed to Virginia Tech. Ohio State transfer safety Cody Haddad is committed to Iowa. Miami has another player entering the transfer portal, Malik Bryant, Miami linebacker. Alabama is training to land a top transfer portal prospect. Duke has emerged as a school to watch for San Jose transfer QB Walker Eggett. He's thrown for 5,563 yards and 30 touchdowns. Miami linebacker Jack McManus has entered the transfer portal. ECU transfer corner Jordy Lowry has signed with Florida. Indiana offensive lineman Evan Lawrence has entered the transfer portal. Oh no, anyways. Miami defensive lineman Artavis Jones has entered the transfer portal. Jacksonville State defensive lineman Darryl Prayer signed with Illinois. So going from JSU to Illinois. Miami offensive lineman Nico Francavilla has entered the transfer portal. LSU holds the momentum for Colorado transfer offensive tackle Jordan Seed. Miami and Oregon continue to make some pushes for him. Yeah, but it's kind of off for the college football news. Not too much as the portal. They're still like Jordan Seaton, but that's really kind of winding down. But let's get to the college basketball. I kind of want to rant about here. So, Charles, what's his name? Here, Bediako has been granted a temporary restraining order and is immediately eligible to participate for Alabama basketball. He's a professional player for the Motor City Crows of the NBA G League. Unfucking believable. Me figured Nate Oates was going to do this. But his college eligibility should have expired already. This dude's already played for Alabama. And my thing is, once you sign a NBA contract, two-way contract, G League, I don't care. Your college eligibility is done. College sports are broken. You can't be a pro and a college player. A pro or college player to go pro and then be like, hey, I want to go back to college. No. And I hear people like, oh, it's only a problem Alabama does it. No, it was a problem when Baylor did it. Literally everyone was complaining about Baylor. I'm being consistent. I'm complaining about Baylor, complaining about Alabama. People are like, oh, Baylor's 1-5 since they got James Najee. That's not the point. The point is they shouldn't be back in college. I don't care if this dude didn't play NBA game, he went undrafted. He went pro. You left college. You declared for the pros. You're 23 years old. No, you can't come back. This is goddamn stupid. And we need common sense in this sport. Well, in this case, it was a goofy judge granting a temporary stay, not the NCAA. And I'm not okay with Baylor doing it. Like, what in the living shit with this sport? Like, Alabama fans are trying to make all these fucking excuses. Oh, it's only a problem Alabama does it. No, it's a problem fucking everybody does it. Kentucky did. I probably won't be happy about it either. The university should be fucking ashamed. Maybe I'm a little old-fashioned. I'm only 20. But maybe I'm a little old-fashioned, I guess. But if you voluntarily leave college early to pursue the NBA, then you sign an Exhibit 10 and two-way contracts in the professional realm, you shouldn't be allowed to play college basketball. Being able to go pro doesn't mean you're actually good enough to be pro, but he signed pro contracts. I don't care if you didn't go to the NBA. He played in the, G League. That's still pro. Did he sign NBA contracts? Fuck if I know. But hey, Seth Davis. You see now, you see why Najee going to Baylor was an issue? It's never about him individually. It's the fact that this would open the door to many, many guys that would try and do something similar, ruining the sport, and he was all in favor of it. It's been clear for many years he probably doesn't give a rat's ass. Well, but Baylor's 1-5 since adding James Najee. That's not the point. And none of this shit should be allowed. Here's the Charles Bediako summary. Played at Alabama for 2 years. Entered the 2023 draft. He entered the draft. If you entered the draft, your college eligibility, nada. Gone. He went undrafted. Plays in the G League for 3 years. Now is in resuming his remaining 2 years of collegiate eligibility at Alabama. How the hell does he have 2 years? He played for 2 years, but your college eligibility should be done then. Sure, I guess he has 2 years of eligibility, but I don't care. It should still run out. Or maybe he doesn't have 2 years of eligibility remaining. Nobody fucking knows at this point. Eligibility is really a meaningless term nowadays. What happened to you're eligible for 5 years after you start classes rule? College sports is so screwed up. Like, what are we doing? It's like, what's the point of recruiting kids out of high school to make better players and better people going forward when you can just get these 23, 24-year-olds from the G League or whatever? It's like, unless you're a high recruit out of high school, yeah, good luck trying to get recruited, because this is what college sports is. And fuck Nate Oates too. Doesn't like it Scott Drew to do it, fuck Nate Oates too. And just, it's going to make out... Sorry, it's my weather app. But man, it's going to make Alabama better if he actually gets a fucking... If he can stay, like... If he wins that, temporary injunction... Makes Alabama better, I guess. It's just ridiculous, man. I was hated when Baylor did it. I'm hated when hated now that they're doing it. And then you have who's representing this dude? Who's representing this dude? Darren Heitner, whatever the hell. He said, "It's an honor to represent Charles Bediako as part of his legal team in this eligibility dispute against the NCAA." I'm not reading the rest of this. And he put one example trying to save the NCAA's selective, inequitable application of its rules. James Najee never signed a two-way or NBA contract, and Charles Bediako did. I don't think either of them should play, but there's differences between the two. I don't think either of them should fucking play. Neither of them should be eligible, for fuck's sake. Shit's ridiculous, man. Like, actively trying to ruin a beautiful sport. He declared for the draft 3 years ago. How does he have eligibility? Oh, what he's basically saying is it's an honor to continue my mission of destroying college athletics, to fatten my own pockets by arguing in court with a 23-year-old who entered the NBA draft should be allowed to play college basketball again. Fixed it for you. That's basically what he's trying to fucking say. Dude signed an NBA contract, I guess, is what I'm looking through comments is what I'm seeing. So, I guess he did sign a fucking contract. Speak for all college fans. Say this is bullshit. The rules are clear. He entered and stayed in the draft under the NCAA rules. Should be done with college. Fucking ruin the sport. It's ridiculous, man. It just is. Like, he's 23. And I guess I was wrong. I guess the NBA G League is technically an NBA contract, right? Shouldn't it be? It's just unfucking believable. And remind you guys, Charlie Baker, the NCAA president, who said, "We are not granting eligibility to anyone who signed an NBA contract, including two-way." He said this, but maybe the NCAA, I don't think it's the NCAA. I think it's just the stupid lawyers or judge or whatever freaking granted a freaking temporary restraining order. So I don't think maybe it's not the NCAA allowing this, it's stupid lawyers or judges, where the fuck. But this is absolutely embarrassing. Look, Bediako would help this team, no doubt, but it's just ridiculous. Just like they played at Baylor. There's got to be a hard line somewhere. There's got to be strict rules in place at some point. Another player ruining college athletics, man. NCAA must have the worst freaking lawyers ever, then. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say for this video, man. So, leave a like, subscribe for more. Take time out. Peace.